Why, in this small series, I am taking the boys to some of my hardest local four-wheel drive tracks. Last week on Tyler Thompson's channel, I smashed my tail shaft in half. But I was back on the road the next morning and ready to show these boys a real challenge. We will be cutting our way in and winching our way out, and we don't stop when the sun goes down. So strap yourselves in, sit back and enjoy. This is Uncle Paulie's local four-wheel drive tours.
I can't see what's happening, but I can just picture it, like the Hulk with this massive rock.
30 minutes away from Emu, this is my local playground, and today I am taking these boys on an exclusive Uncle Paulie's fence checking tour. The Pyrenees Ranges are located in central Victoria and they cover around 100,000 acres of dense bushland. I've been exploring this area since I was very young, and throughout the years I've discovered lots of great tracks. But the one I'm taking these boys to this afternoon is one of my all-time favourites. Joining me today we have Jono in his big D-Max and special guest Tyler Thompson in the mighty GQ. Also in with me, I've got Trav holding the camera, and I'll introduce him a little later on. The recent bushfires and floods have had a huge impact on track condition in this area, and it's looking like no one's attempted the track for quite a while. The boys arrived here quite late in the afternoon, so the plan is I'm going to take them up this first track, which leads to an epic camp spot where we will camp tonight. And something tells me I reckon we're going to be in for a late one.
Just heading down Old Bluff track and haven't even made it to the first hill yet. Got a tree across the road.
This is a 2 for 1.
Oh, 2 for 1 deal?
Yeah.
How good's that?
But the heavy lifting is usually my job, Paulie. What are you doing, mate?
Box for breakfast.
Oh, hey, did you hear the slabs back?
Is that what it is?
The
I
slab.
seen the ad, it had like, we're bringing it back, and it had like popcorn, chicken, and then like the bun, and I'm like, what is it? So it's the slab.
It's the slab. And like Bush Lettuce had one today. It looked absolutely brilliant. And we passed through Maryborough, and I said to Tiles, I'm like, this is actually Paulie's closest KFC to Emu. I'm like, we should stop in and get a slab, but we were in a rush, wanted to get here. Oh yeah.
They rip hard.
It's the cheese sauce. They're just, I don't know why they don't have cheese sauce on everything.
KFC where we're going now, so we'll just get one there.
Oh, all right, say no more. I'll get in the car.
Drive over that one, or do you want to?
Nah, I'll just drive over it.
Righto.
Hey, Paul, you know the other day when I said, are we on for a night mission for Old Bluff? And you said no night missions. Do you reckon I might have jinxed us?
I've got no dramas with doing a night mission. If we have to do a night mission, that's what we have to do.
Will KFC still be open when we get there then?
Fences aren't going to check themselves.
What are we doing?
Let the mirror out of the tyres. This is our track here. Looks a bit damp actually, so that'll be interesting. Plenty of chicken track stuff. It's too bad. We'll just go around, but usually we go up the hard one. So yeah, let some air out of the tyres, and then we'll wander on up there. My outback equipment, multi-tyre deflator.
If you would like to be able to air down or pump up, all of your tyres at once while you sit on a chair, drink beer and watch your mates, go check it out on Outback Equipment. And don't forget, I now have a discount code, Pooley5, which works store-wide on Outback Equipment if you want to save a few bucks. Whoa.
Hey, so last time we were here, we made some probably irresponsible decisions about tyre pressures and whatnot. So we've actually aired down this time.
We've aired down this time, and we've aired down to like a respectable level. Like we're not back down to 0 PSI.
Yeah, we're aired down, but we're not stupid aired
So
down.
I was just telling Tyler that last time we were here was when we were testing the boulders on the bead blocks, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's you drove up it on 0 PSI."
Yeah, not quite. But we made a fair way on 40 PSI.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
It's a bit wetter this time, so it'll be interesting. I reckon it'll be really slippery. Like, it doesn't take like a light shower, and it looks like it's had a heavy shower, but maybe like a couple of days ago, and it's just still damp here. So we'll find out.
About to find out. All right, well, let's load up. Let's get going.
See what the boulders do.
So this is my second time attempting Old Bluff. So from where we're airing down just here, there's a little washout and then a track heads up. And the last time I tried to drive it, I was, maybe I had muddies on. I can't quite remember, but it was back in the IFS days. And like Pulley said, when it's wet, you can't, it's non-drivable. That's the road out here. So hopefully this shouldn't cause us too much dramas. We'll see how we go.
Couple of handsome devils in that little window right there.
Big Trav in with me today. This is little Travioli. You may recognise him from TikTok. The guy with the earphones around his face from TikTok. In the gold ute from TikTok.
In the gold ute from TikTok. This is a crossover that no one ever saw coming.
So Trav is a videographer, and he's come along today to help me out. This is the first time I've ever had a backup cameraman. We've got to get in low range, Trav. Trav's riding, passenger princess. Usually whoever's in the passenger seat, they get the job of taking all the videos. So today, Trav's actually a professional video taker. Yeah, copy on the Roger.
There is 3 lines to the hard section of Old Bluff, with the left one being the hardest. You're faced with multiple rock steps all the way to the top, and if you muck it up, it's a long way to the bottom of the mountain.
So you can see here, it's already, this is just the entrance to the chicken track, and I've had to wedge myself in a rut there to try and actually keep myself from rolling down the hill. So this is, it's steep country out here.
We've got the Trav cam going on up here. This is steep. I don't think it's going to show up on video how steep it actually is, but I'll try my best for you.
So Pulley, you go on first. You're going to show us how it's done?
I probably should send one of yous up first. This is nearly cheating. We should have done like a rock, paper, scissors. Because you know, like when I know the line, if the person that knows the line goes first, then everyone just follows.
Well, the first person also dirties the rocks. That's the advantage I think I had in co-ball, was I was dirtying the rocks for everyone.
True.
So I don't know, the clean rocks might be the advantage. I don't know.
Well, I'm going first anyway.
All right, let's see you do it.
Tyres are currently down to 8 PSI, and most of my weight is on the rear end. I have driven this track a few times in the dry, but some changes to the track and also a bit of moisture are making this a little bit of an extra challenge, and it seems to be throwing me off the line where I'd like to be.
Yeah, from there. Nah. bloody Tim Neville fucking ruining the track.
This rock now happens to be in a bit of an annoying spot, and it is making this look a lot harder than it should.
Nah.
And just some context, Tim Neville is in fact a legend, but he accidentally moved this rock that's been in the same spot for years, so we decided to move it back out of the road again.
Big Aussie boy.
I can't see what's happening, but I can just picture it. Like the Hulk with this massive rock. You could have just lifted my ute up over the rock.
Like a highway after that.
Bit of a rock star, this bloke, isn't he?
Bit of a rock star, yeah.
I've hit the Tim Rock again.
Do you reckon if he sends it and slides this way, he's going to take the tail shaft out on that?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, I should have kept going.
Yeah, just go come back a little bit more. A little bit more. Yeah, from there.
Gonna need to hit it harder than that.
This is one of those one quick tracks to camp.
That's right.
It'll be midnight by the time I'm doing it.
You'll be right.
So I had a couple of cracks at the big step, and then I decided, got a winch, might as well use it.
It's getting harder and harder to see because it's getting dark, but he's got another big step here and then comes up and one more big step. So there's still a fair challenge ahead yet. I think I can see the first star up there for the night, so might be in for a long one. You wouldn't be able to see shit from in there.
Did that even have you a little bit nervous? Like, yeah.
And up the last rock step, that is it. Straight to the top and ready for the next car.
Well, that very quickly turned into a night mission.
Like I'm trying to tell us camp. A scary story. Here we are. What do you reckon, Trav?
Once upon a time, Land Cruiser.
So we're here, me, Tyler and Trav. I've got my phone torch here so you can see us, but Jono is sending it up. The night mission man is coming for a night mission, so probably not going to be able to see much, but he's doing it regardless of whether we're filming it or not, so I'll
Just take our word for it.
just take a word for it. This bloke's a cameraman, but he's not, hasn't even got his camera with him at the moment.
I got a beer.
You can actually see a fair bit because you got so many lights. So Jono's just come over that rock that we winched now.
And with the Tim Rock out of the road, much easier for everyone to drive around now.
up. Go from there, don't go backwards. Yep.
And Jono's big D-Max driving straight up this big step without even bottoming out.
Little bit of, right hand down and back.
Just a matter of getting him in the right spot, and I reckon he'll drive this.
Just crawl a bit there. Now bump it there. Perfect.
Just goes to show how steep and slippery this track is. Jono's car's very light and it usually doesn't struggle on those traps. Despite that, it's still a very capable car and he still manages to make everything look easy.
Go back, straighten your wheels, and now just go one smooth drive. Yeah, that's smooth.
And just for reference, Jono is running 8 pound in these competition tyres and he's still managing to struggle on these slippery rocks here.
Tiny bit of right. As easy as that, you puffed, are you, Trav?
I'm fucked.
Far out. The Techno Viking with all his bloody lights.
I know, I'm scared of the dark, obviously.
So Jono's just walked up that. He's made it look easy as.
Oh, it's just cheating. Like, you're in touring mode. You could go to Cape tomorrow with your setup.
That's what I was saying, like, maybe 3/4 way up the track. I'm like, oh shit, that's right, I've got a whole canopy on the back. So I've got my canopy, I've got 2 fridges, I've got my rooftop tent, I've got
fucking everything
all of Trav's like belongings and like all of my belongings.
Even your gas bottle's still on there.
Yeah, I've got gas bottle, barbecue, like I've got everything that I had for Cape York except gesso.
Well, that gesso probably would have helped keep the front left down a little bit on some of those.
Yeah.
Maybe the weight balance was out. So gesso, on the next trip, please come with us.
Coming.
Yeah, you bit of ballast. Keep
Trav's had the bloody ride of his life. He was filming until it got too dark for him, and then he couldn't. His camera wasn't working, so he jumped in. And what do you reckon, Trav? How was the experience?
So it felt like a show ride.
A show ride?
Yeah, thrown around.
Like a cha-cha.
But the difference with a show ride is generally when you strap yourself in there, you go, this is designed to get me back on the ground safely.
An engineer's looked at it and said, like, oh yeah.
I didn't know what to expect in the front seat of that.
He literally jumped in, and then we done like the biggest wheel lift, like one of the biggest ones I've ever done on this track. Like it was worse than normal, I think, because of the canopy and all the weight.
Oh yeah.
And Trav's just like, whoa! But he didn't get out, did you?
I didn't get out of stage.
Loved every minute of it.
I said to Paulie, did that even make you nervous? He said, oh yeah.
Tyler's going to take the track around, and we're not going to call him a chicken for doing it because this is honestly not a, like.
Well, we've been both dragging diffs with 37s, like, and it's just, at the time that it is, like, if it was during the day and you wanted to spend half a day winching, then maybe
that's right.
You'd do it. But like at the moment, it's not worth it. We don't want to get to camp.
Well, and the other thing is, me and Jono have just dragged all the mud up onto the rocks, so like it's getting harder. And well, it's obviously not hard for Jono, but We're on 37s, Tyler's on 35s, and he's got all his touring stuff like me, so he's got a bit of weight and everything.
Not just his touring stuff, he's got the whole family stuff.
That's right, he's even got like some little tricycle, little bike thing and everything in there.
He says it's for his son, but I don't know, I reckon that's his for getting around.
Also, we need to get to camp so we can have a few beers.
Yeah, crack a fizz and get stuck into it, I reckon.
Righto, well, we will continue on. So we're just heading to camp, and the top of Old Bluff Track, there's 2 lines. So Jono's going up the bonus line. I'm trying to go up just the road here, which used to just look like a freshly graded road. I tried crawling it and didn't get up, so I'm gonna reverse back so I can grab second gear, and Trav's gonna hang on.
Fucking hate that.
Here we go. Second gear, let's go. Copy on the night missions. Tires and send it up. Giving it to her. Oh, not quite. Told him to go back down the bottom and grab another gear and have another go. You gotta go all the way to the bottom to do it because it's too slippery to get going. Grab another gear. Yeah, boy. He's into it. TD on tour. So Jono's coming up the hard line here. A couple of decent rock steps here, and there's a tree across the track at the top. Ty's like, he'll just get out and move that tree with his bare hands. The Hulk. Here's his tree. We're gonna go around it. This is gonna be tricky. He's a pretty brave man. Should be right. There is no way I would have just drove around that tree that calm. 2 lines here. There's one on there and there's one there, and the tree has like forced you to jump from that side to this side and like turn crossways, and this is steep as. And Jono the madman, Jono's just come up there. He's like gone across, and I've been like, oh no, he's gonna roll it. And he got to the point where it was about to roll, and then the back slid around in the mud, and then he just kept going. But like at the whole time, it was like he didn't even flinch. It was just like, there's no way I would have driven at that. I would have stopped and then I would have rolled.
I think that's the key. Like half the time, hesitation is what's going to hurt you.
That's right.
If you just like, I don't know, like, I felt it. It did lean over a fair way, but I was like, I'm not stopping here. Like,
anyway, we'll continue on to camp and cook up these chicken sticks.
Oh, I've actually got
dreaming about.
I've got chicken burgers. I am hanging.
Burger.
It's 2 nights in a row. Too.
Kato would be bloody jealous of us.
Oh.
You'd think this bloke's got no handbrake or something. We're on the way to camp now, so hopefully I can find it. It's a bit different in the dark. We'll put this on now.
Oh yeah, they work.
We're on the flat ground. We've made it up to the top, and I sort of can't remember where to go. So I'm just gonna have a look at the map. So just having a look on new tracks. Where are we? There we are there. And I need to find Cameron's hut track. So that's it there. Cameron track. And I need to work out how to get to there from where we are. So I've got the main road here. And we've got to go left or right. So I can see here, I need to go right. And then I can drive down there. We're just gonna follow that and we'll roll into camp.
So yeah, as Paulie probably said, I went around that main hard line there, Paulie and Jono are on 37s and I'm on 35s, and my lockers are not working very well at the moment. They sometimes go in and they sometimes don't. So it was going to be a fair bit of winching for me, and it was also pitch black dark, so I wasn't really going to be able to film or see me at all anyway. And that's all the excuses I can come up with for the moment. But that was a fun send it up that big hill there. That was third gear low, absolutely pinned foot to the floor. That noise you can hear as well is my transfer case slipping, so there's a bit of damage going on in my GQ at the moment, so I'm trying to not destroy it completely. I got a big drive back to Sydney in 2 days to the 4J Adventure Show, and I need to be there. But anyways, Paulie's leading us to a camp. He reckons he's got a 6 spot for us down here, so geez, a bit bumpy, but we're on our way.
First time using the new steady light bar. See where I'm going. Can you see where you're going, Trav?
Yeah, barely.
Barely. That's low beam. That's nothing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And that's high beam.
Keep one of them on.
Well, I know. Here we are. Cameron's hut. This is where Cameron lives.
That's the best you could come up with.
Good call there, Trav. Anyway, sorry to do this twos, but I've split this video into two because it ended up too long. Next week, we will be continuing on heading over to Mount Cole and tackling the Power Lines track. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you're subscribed, and if you can be bothered, make sure you go and give it a like and leave a comment. I really appreciate all the comments that you leave for me. And if you haven't checked out Tyler Thompson's channel, head over there because he has the first episode to this little mini series on his channel over there. So go and check that out.